You're watching the Cowboys Report, made possible today by Manscaped. 20% off and free shipping on all their men's grooming products when you go to manscaped.com and use promo code Cowboys. Turn your bite-sized treat into a king-size candy. Join 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped. Manscaped.com, promo code Cowboys. $5 super chat from Mark. That's why we are mediocre. When Skeletor can nab a good player who can help and has money, he does not. He thinks we are fine and no players. Aloha. To put it succinctly, Mark, we like our guys. Lucky Clay Gig Services. That's why, or do we need a wide receiver or DT more first? Either is the route I would go. I don't think interior run stopping has been your weak one. It's been on the outside and corners and linebackers and edges too. But if you can get a truly impactful defensive tackle, I think that would really change your defense, take you to a whole nother level. But I think another receiver one-ish would help elevate your offense, so I'd go either way there in the end. How about this one? $100 super chat from Mark Spain. There we go, Mark. Jeremy is going as Little Bo Peep for Halloween this year. I expect the wig and the dress. I'll do the bleep for you. Fuck you for your Eagles beating us, Tom. I can't have you dressed as Little Bo Peep. You're a fellow Cowboy fan. Jeremy, on the other hand, represent, bro. Much aloha to you all. There it is. Unless someone beats the $100 super chat from Mark, Jeremy just wants to go as it. Jeremy's in. He's going as Little Bo Peep for Halloween this year. He will make an appearance, we promise, on our Cowboys live stream. And we'll make him do it on Tuesday or on Monday too. Jeremy chugs his burner. Some Cowboys legend Mount Rushmore. Jameel Showers, Clinton Dix, Rico Gathers, Drew Henson. Good names. I think Jameel Showers is perfect. No complaints about Clinton Dix either. Rico Gathers, sure. I would put Alex Tanney in over Drew Henson because Alex Tanney started it all for me personally. So I like those Jeremy Chugs Burner. Thank you very much. That's a beer cheers for you as well. Blesston Johnson, a super thanks, by the way. Why aren't the Cowboys using Turpin in the passing game more and I'll have screens as well? I would like one time to run a screen to KaVontae Turpin. The Cowboys don't use screens anymore. I don't think they trust the offensive line to all be on the same page right now. I think there's some chemistry issues with just not playing that much due to injuries. But one time, run a tunnel screen. Just try it. He plays like 6 snaps a game. Turpin right now is a package player. They just don't trust him as a full-time receiver. I think size matters there. Don't laugh. I'm right. Also brought to you by Manscaped. Luis D. Garza. Don't pay Schultz. You have a similar scenario to Jonnu and I think you mean Hunter at Patriots with Fergie and Hendershot. Keep them and shop Schultz. I don't think a Schultz trade will happen. He is still, despite what you might want to say, he is still your best tight end. Look, Dak comes back and Schultz has his best game of the year. Not an accident. But paying him long-term, different conversation. I am down to let him leave next year in free agency, recoup that comp pick. Now, Luis's comments and others came in via super thanks. An option for you to donate outside of live videos. Click the thanks icon, and if you super thanks, we will give you a shout-out because we appreciate your support here on the Cowboys Report. Alfred Smith, is Dallas a Super Bowl contender? Defensively, yes. Offensively, not quite. Haven't seen it all the way yet this year. Not even against the Lions. You've not put together a complete game on offense. I will say this, though. The NFC is wide open. So is Dallas a Super Bowl contender? They can be. I'm not going to say it quite yet. What I want you guys to do right now is rank the Cowboys among all NFL teams in the comment section. 1 to 32. It's a lot closer to 1 than it is to 32. So rank those Cowboys for me at the pinned comment. If the ad break comes on YouTube, take advantage of it right now. A 50-piece from Lawrence Coleman. Time to get sloppy. Don't drink after these, brother. Screw the shots. Don't drive after this. Yeah, see what I'm not doing? Cheers. I'm just going to do it right to the poll.
Well, damn.
We good there, Lawrence? If not, I'll give you a freebie. Thank God the food poisoning's gone. That's all I'll say. All right, from Answer, CeeDee Lamb was actually on pace to surpass his yards last year. The way I would describe CeeDee Lamb right now, that's the Jack talking, sorry, is 1B. He's not quite fully emerged as that wide receiver 1A yet. I think he can still get there, but he's not that truly dynamic 1A. He's a very good player. He's been good for the Cowboys. Just not quite all the way there yet. Honestly, should probably get some more targets too. From Cool Sharky, Elijah Moore, Denzel, Mims for a third, and Tolbert. Funny enough, we actually gave you the super thanks shout out on the previous mailbag, Cool Sharky. It's not a bad offer. It's not. I want to make that clear. There are a lot of bad offers on this show sometimes. I think from the Jets' perspective, fair or not, they would ask for a second. And I don't know if I'd do that. Third and Tolbert, though, I would do that. Not sure the Jets would, though. Now, if you want to have some success off the field, you got to use Manscaped. Have you ever tried to trim up your balls and it turns into a Freddy Krueger film? You don't want that even if it is Halloween season. Manscaped is here to save the day and make sure you're feeling your best in your costume, even if that's just the birthday suit. Promo code Cowboys over at manscaped.com gets you 20% off and free shipping. That link, by the way, is in the comment section and in the description. Say trick or treat to your beautiful new Halloweeny with Manscaped. 20% off and free shipping when you use promo code Cowboys over at manscaped.com. Take it from my wife, the help lead to baby Olivia. Manscaped is absolutely worth it. Jeremy Chugs' burner, realistic linebacker D-line targets. I think the Cowboys will tell you they like the young guys, and they're not going to go get a linebacker, even though I think Roquan is realistic there. Defensive line-wise, I don't think Grady Jarrett's available, so I'm going to cross him off the list as much as I'd like him. I don't think I can get Derek Brown. Can I get who's the big guy for the Panthers up front? Just came back from injury. Shoot, I'm forgetting. I'm going to check it up right now. You got to call teams who are bad, right? I will remember in a second. I know that. He played at Baylor, and I liked him. Yeah, you're good. Other defensive line guys, Falcons aren't selling. I doubt the Broncos would trade DJ Jones. Bravion Roy, that's who it is. I would call about him. Young player, good run stopper. I think Bravion Roy is someone I'd call about, even if I'm not sure he fits as a full-on trade target for Carolina. Caden Bramal, should Sam Williams get more reps or even starts over Dorance Armstrong / Demarcus Lawrence? For Tank, absolutely not. Tank Lawrence is the one player on this team who is a true, I call it two-way player. He is great against the run and great against the pass. Sam Williams and Dorance Armstrong, too, are not there yet as a run stopper. Williams has been getting better. Armstrong's been up and down, I think, at this point. But Williams has been highly impactful in a small role as a pass rusher. I would like to give him more reps, but honestly, your D's been great. Manscaped, you don't have to adjust too much up front at this point. If you want to be a part of these Cowboys mailbags in the future, we're live right now, of course, hit that big red button, or black and white. YouTube is changing things after all. Hit the button and then click notifications to all. That way you don't miss out on any video right here at the Cowboys Report. Daniel Moriarty. With the trade line approach, I believe the Cowboys should make a trade for Roquan Smith. 3rd, 5th, and Basham should get it done. You gain Smith and a 4th-round comp pick. I would wonder if the Bears would want a 2nd-round pick. I do, because teams ask for a lot. 3rd, 5th, and Basham, though, pretty good. I think that's a pretty good offer. I think it's a fair offer. So I think it's a good offer from the Cowboys standpoint. Is it enough for the Bears? I don't know. We'll see what they do on Monday Night Football. Bears should sell, though. Vince, you told us that Woolen is a Quinn guy. Who is to blame for us not picking him in the first 4 rounds? That's very true. I think my term was Tariq Woolen was Nahshon Wright on steroids. Here's the thing. I think there was something on Tariq Woolen's background or medical that popped up that we were not aware of. Because it doesn't make sense why Woolen fell all the way to the early 5th round. With that size and speed profile, the NFL's reached a lot earlier on those guys. But the blame, goes to Dan Quinn for picking Nahshon Wright a year ago. And also this, you had needs on offense. You took Tyler Smith in round 1, obviously. Dan Quinn got his guy in Sam Williams. No complaints there, right? You needed a receiver and a tight end. Those were your picks in round 3 and round 4. So I think that's the big reason why. Had Woolen been there in round 5, I bet they take him. Didn't make it all the way down there at that stock point. So I think it is, and this is all speculation to be clear. Had the Cowboys not drafted Nahshon Wright, maybe in the 4th round, they take Tariq Woolen. That's, of course, all hindsight. He went off 2 picks before the Cowboys took Matt Let's Go in the end. D's Mark, cousin of D's Nuts, are you comfortable with the current receivers and where is Washington? I'm not that comfortable. He is still on IR, recovering from that foot injury. Maybe he's back after the bye, maybe. I will say this. If we are banking on James Washington fixing the receiving core, I don't think that the receiving core is fixed. You got to find more help than just Washington. From Gus Finnegan? With Jordan Lewis hurt, the Cowboys trade for a corner like Jaycee Horn or Greedy Williams. Jaycee Horn first. I doubt he's available. First and or more is what would cost for Horn. Dallas won't do that. Greedy Williams, though, does appear to be on the trade block. He's been up and down, injury prone. I think you're okay at corner. I mean, look, you've got 2 top 100 picks as your backups right now with Joseph and Wright, with Bland stepping in a nickel corner. So you can shop. Depends on the cost. But I would call about Greedy at least. All right, folks, my favorite game. Play GM for me. Name a player who you want the Dallas Cowboys to trade for. Let me know that player or players in the comment section. Chris B, a similar question. I think the Cowboys are looking to trading for a cornerback. Bland has shown flash, but I'm trying to trust him the whole season. Wright and Joseph look like busts. On the bright side, Joseph's been good on special teams. Outside of a couple iffy penalty calls, Joseph's been a good special teamer. But yeah, Wright looks... I don't want to write him off yet, pun intended, but he's looked bad. I'm worried about him, man. He's not made any plays in the preseason either. I would call about corners, but we'll see. Chris Snow, what corner should you take of the draft? I think anyone is just a Jag. I love the use of Jag, by the way. That's just a guy. Underutilized in football time. Just a Jag, but it works in the end. I know what you're going for, Chris. I think he's better than a Jag. But he also hasn't been that good this year. I've been a bit underwhelmed by Brown. Plus, he's a free agent, so yes, corners a need. Looking round 1, round 2. Cam Smith, Clark Phillips not fit their profile. Joey Porter Jr. Lots of players in this year's cornerback class I think could make some sense for you. A lot of football to be played in college too, so we'll see, but plenty of names, and we will cover that, I promise you, right here on the Cowboys Report. James Games videos. Put the Cowboys' remaining schedule. How about 11 wins, if not 12? Schedule's not that hard, but I want to go one game at a time. I think against the Bears, Cowboys win. Bears are not great. So, predict the score for me. Dallas, by the way, early line, 10.5-point favorites. Cowboys versus the Bears, Predict that score for me in the comment section. From Answer, if you insist. Would you rather have Bland in the slot or Kelvin Joseph on the outside and AB in the slot? I think AB will show us his limitations. I was really impressed by Bland preseason. I liked him coming out of Fresno State, but he's been way better than what I thought he was going to be. To be honest, I only studied Deron Bland because I knew the Cowboys liked him. He was not on I get a list each year. He was not on my he was not high on my list of guys I need to make sure I watch. I only watched Deron Bland, Malik Davis too, because I knew the Cowboys liked him. I'm pretty solid. So much better than the NFL. And the Cowboys nailed that pick, by the way. Early results only. They nailed it. I'm going to play Bland. If you want to give Joseph a series to give him some practice reps, sure, let's ride. But I think Bland helps you win games right now, which is good for Bland, not so good for Joseph. Jalen with, is that the sponsor? What a profile picture. Trade for Michael Pittman Jr. I like the player. I want more speed at wide receiver. And even though the Colts are in sell mode, I don't think they'd shop Pittman. If I can get him for a second, third, I'd call, though. MLZ Videos. Jeremy is the true Cowboys fan you hate to love or love to hate. How do you feel about Jeremy? L for love, H for hate in the comment section. Let me know right now. And one last question. Brian Chavez, trade for George Pickens. Nah. There's no reason for Pittsburgh to sell George Pickens. Just not going to happen. A couple picks away from getting him in round 2 maybe, though. The Cowboys' penalties have still been a problem this year, but it is better when you type flags. Let's keep the bullying going. Bully the Cowboys into fewer flags by typing flags in the comment section.